Welcome back to my channel, bag lovers. Let's get started real quick. Here the list that I made myself while I was in the shower. You know, when you can't decide or there's a very hard decision making in your life, just take a shower and wrap your iPhone with plastic and take a note. 12 hard to find items in secondhand designer brand shop. Number 1. Belt. It is very rare to find a belt in a specific pawn shops or thrift store because people in Japan, I don't know in the other country, but people in Japan don't really think that selling their old belt is a good decision because belts are not expensive when you sell in a second-hand shop, especially if the condition is not good anymore. People here usually just throw it or sell it to the nearest second-hand shop for a very low price. And it's hard to find your size here because Japanese are usually small. No offense Japanese, you guys are sexy anyways. And the other reason I don't really know why I can find out much belt. Blah 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 blah. Okay, next. Number 2. New arrival bags. Yes, that's right. Use your common sense and no offense again, please. Let's be straightforward. Second-hand shop don't sell enough new arrival bags. They might have it, but maybe 2 or 3 items only, and the price is not cheap yet, of course. Think about getting a new bag in the store and think about selling it in the second shop, for example. Just for example, you decided to sell your bag because for some reason you don't really like the bag after using it for a few days. Maybe you found something better and you cannot be a two-timer. I mean, you want to let go of that bag and make money out of it so that you don't waste your money to buy the next bag that you want. So, are you just going to sell the bag that you recently bought for half price only? I mean, price? Of course not. You know it's expensive. You're not gonna do that, and I think 90% of the people won't do that. And also in the real store, where you know that the item that you're going to let go is really rare in your country or in the world, sometimes you're gonna win it. You will receive more than you paid. Yep, that's right. Out of the topic again. So next, number 3, clothes. Clothes are very few in second-hand shop too. I don't usually see them in the ordinary second-hand shop. They are usually in the big company where the pawn shop is like a big mall already, because people don't think that buying $500 t-shirt or $1,000 sweater or $3,000 coat or more than that is worth buying. I don't know if it's worth buying. That's why they are few in the pawn shop. I'd rather buy shoes or bags for that price, because when you sell your old clothes to pawn shop, you're not gonna receive a lot. You're just gonna receive maybe 30 or 20% of the price that you paid in a real store. I don't know much about it. So next, cheap items but good condition. No way, that's not gonna happen. But yes, sometimes that's possible. Especially when the bag is not popular or not in yet. For example, Keeples, Louis Vuitton Keeples size 55 or Louis Vuitton Keeples size 60. People don't like big duffel bags nowadays, so you'll find it cheap sometimes because very few people will get that. For example, those vintage bags from a long time ago, like those with ugly shapes bag, because some thrift store thinks that no one will be interested in that bag, so they will sell it cheap. But some thrift store just want to sell it fast, so they sell it cheap. It depends. Next, miracle. Yes, a miracle. There's no miracle in the pawn shop. Secondhand doesn't mean it's free. Some people think they can get a bag for $200, $100 in a better condition. You can stay in front of the thrift store. It's not gonna happen. Some items are more expensive than when you buy it in the real store because hoarding is real. You know what Chinese people do? When they know that the store will release a rare item, they will get everything. So there's no more chance for you to buy. And for example, Louis Vuitton will release 100 pieces of that in the world. Smart people will buy it soon. So those items will be more expensive because you cannot get it in the store real quick anymore. Black market wins, baby. In-demand items. Yes, I already told you a while ago and before. If it's only few and it's popular, you cannot see it in the store or in the real store that easy. Even though you wait there in front of the door every day, no chance, baby. No chance. Next is Eclipse, or I call it Black Monogram. And other new prints in designer world too are rare to find in the secondhand shop. I just put this in the list because I love this design. I never saw this in the secondhand shop because it's new design. So only 5% chance to see it in the secondhand store and no chance to see it in half price. They are just few $100s cheaper in the secondhand shop, but still reasonable because for me, I feel like it's a discount. I don't mind the few flaws. I got it less so it's okay. For me, if it has flaw or just a little scratches, I won't think that much of my bag getting it dirty or getting it scratches because there's already a scratches because it's secondhand. No need to maintain my bag because whenever I buy a new one in the real store, I'm more protective to my bag. Like no one will touch it or no one will step on my brand new shoes. But it's not gonna happen, especially when you live in the city like Tokyo. People will step on you and your bag will get scratches because it's crowded, or you'll scratch it yourself because accident will happen. No peace of mind, right? So buy secondhand, no high maintenance. Strap. Like in actual store, straps are expensive. In the secondhand shop, you will see it very few. Secondhand shop knows that you need it, so they will make it expensive too. But some pawn shops are kind to put a small amount for strap, but you will wait for a long time because bag lovers are so many nowadays, they'll get it right away. I repeat, they are not manufacturers, so they cannot produce strap only, and maybe only 5% of the people in town will make an effort to sell their individual strap. What about you? Will you travel and an effort to sell your strap only? No, right? Let's be honest, it will happen very rare. Next is shoe size of yours. Specific sizes are very difficult to find. I mean, yes, there's a secondhand shoes. There's people who sell their shoes in the pawn shop. Even me, if I don't like it anymore or I want a new shoes, I will definitely sell it. I mean, my secondhand shoes. Because I'm not a collector of a shoes. And I'm being Japanese now. Japanese are mostly organized. They keep only what they need. They throw the things that they don't need anymore, like Marie Kondo, if you know her. But people in Japan learned already that throwing is not a good idea. Selling it to the second-hand shop is better because throwing things here will cost you too. If you want to throw your big things in your house like a sofa, it will cost you more or less $100. And most of the people here who owns and sell their things are old people. Old Japanese are small. They are rich enough and they don't know that they are. I mean, most of the old Japanese here has a lot of money, but they don't look they have money because they are Japan. They live in a different way. I'm out of the topic, so next. Dust bag. Most of the bags in the second-hand shop are from long time ago, like those 1990s, some of the 1980s. Not sure about those people who keeps bugging the second-hand shop to give them a dust bag. Really, the main thing is you get the bag. If you want, they give a plain white dust bag every time. Or you can make your own, right? Because seriously, they are not the actual store. If you want dust bag, go to the actual store and buy it. Seriously, you got it for a cheap price already. Why complain? Most of the seller who sell with box and dust bag, but the bag is from long time ago, you gotta think twice because an old bag but the box and dust bag is new. That doesn't make sense. I think it's fake. Put yourself in the situation. Do you still have the things that you kept from 1980s? Probably yes, because you are a perfect person. Box. It is really rare, especially when you will buy a big bags like people. Girl, that box is bigger than the bag. Japanese are minimalist. Smart people are minimalist. You're just bringing home a big trash that you don't need. Only 2% of the items in the store in Japan has box. Maybe they have for small letter goods, but most probably they're not gonna keep it in their store. or in their house as well because it's too big. Just like when I buy my items abroad, I don't get those shit, bitch. It's a hustle. Some date code of below 1980s bag, 1980s bags below because they did not put it yet until it's 1980. My throat is tired. I'm gonna stop this. And last but not the least, relationship. Oh my god, it's so hard to find relationship. It's hard to find a real relationship in this world. Thank you for watching.